Hello, good morning everyone. So, welcome to the fourth episode of Score Settled. Now, we are going to take another set of 5 questions in this video related to your CUET-PG exam 2025. Okay, so let's start. Now, which of the following is incorrect about the problem of externalities, right? So, first thing is that they may be reciprocal or unidirectional in the sense that yes, externalities can be reciprocal, can be actions done by both the parties, or they can be unidirectional in the sense that it can be done by one party alone, right? Now, both sides, we can take an example of, say, traffic, right, where all the parties are engaged into creating negative externalities, right? Or unidirectional in the sense that one factory is polluting a river. Okay, so that is unidirectional. So this is true about externalities. Second is that they refer to an interdependence between two parties that operate outside the price mechanism, in the sense when both the parties are not at all related to each other in terms of price and commodity exchange, right? Even then we can, it can lead to externalities. So yes, this is also true. Okay, they may be marginal or inframarginal. Now, in the sense that you can note it down, that marginal in the sense that it makes some impact. Okay, a party will have to pay a price for it. It makes some impact on the utility of a consumer or of one party, right? And inframarginal in the sense that it does not affect any, or you can say that it does not affect the behavior of the agent, right? For example, if we are reducing pollution by just 1 unit, it does not lead to vanishing of the problem of air pollution at the whole, right? You not using your car that frequently will not have a significant impact on the air pollution level, but yes, a collective effort can bring about a significant change in this kind of an externality. Okay, so marginal brings about certain behavioral change, but inframarginal does not bring about any behavioral change in the consumption pattern. So this is also true about externalities, about the problem of externalities. Also, the process of internalization of the negative externality requires that both parties must gain. Absolutely not. A person creating a negative externality should pay a price for it. Why should that person gain? Right? That's why when we are, polluting air, we pay a price for it. Okay, when a factory is polluting a river, it pays a price for it, right? Why does a party creating negative externality gain out of it? Not at all, right? So this is the statement. Statement number 4 is incorrect about the problem of externalities. Now, second question. If the marginal cost of a firm is given as C dash Q is equal to 2e raised to power 0.2 Q and the fixed cost is 75, what is the total cost function? Now let's just keep this in mind, that this differentiation, right, C dash Q is what? It is your marginal cost, right? And marginal cost comes from variable cost, right? So first step is that from C dash Q we have to identify the variable cost by integrating it, right? And after that we have to add it with a fixed cost to get your total cost. I have said this earlier as well, that you should be very fluent with your rules of integration and differentiation. See, this is the second question that is coming, and we've not just completed 10 questions yet, right? So integration and differentiation is very important. So let's try to solve this question now. So C dash Q is given as 2e raised to power 0.2 q here. When we integrate this, so we get C dash Q dq. Okay, this will be given as, the rule says that it will be ae raised to power kx upon k plus c, the constant component. So by substituting the values, we can get that it should be 2e 0.2q raised to power 0.2, right? This can give us 10e raised to power 0.2q. Okay, so this is our variable cost. Okay, now when we add variable cost plus fixed cost, that is 10e raised to power 0.2q plus fixed cost given here is 75, we get this as our total cost function. So answer is 3. Okay, next question. Which of the following is excluded from headline inflation to arrive at core inflation? One thing you must note is that headline inflation includes everything, all the volatile components as well, right? And it directly reflects the cost of living, right? It includes all the volatile as well as non-volatile components and thus reflects the cost of living impact on the consumer. Okay, and once we remove the volatile component from headline inflation, we arrive at core inflation. Okay, so out of these 4 options, that is energy prices, gold prices, automobile prices and share prices, the most volatile is your energy prices, right? These days, yes, we are experiencing volatility in gold and silver as well, but this is a very unusual example that we are experiencing in today's time. Okay, so we should not get confused. So energy prices are the most volatile of all. Okay, so this should be excluded from your headline inflation to arrive at core inflation. Okay, next, which of the following is not considered in the calculation of GDP? First, GDP, inventory stock. Yes, stock is always included in your GDP, so this is included. Wages, obviously, yes, the income method, wages, we are including this. Now, very important is your brokerage or commission on purchasing second-hand goods, right? Now, brokerage and commission is still an income that is earned by a factor, right, to facilitate a sale, be it of a second-hand good only. But the factor services that is provided is new. Okay, so this will be included. But what will not be included will be the sale or purchase of second-hand goods. So sale and purchase, the commission earned will be included in GDP, but the sale or purchase of second-hand good, the exchange of a second-hand good will not be included in your GDP. Hence option 4th. Next question is that in the case of classical economics, an increase in the nominal money stock causes. Now, one thing we should remember is that money is neutral in case of classical economics. Okay. Now, increase in output, no. money is neutral, it will not have any much impact, right? It will not have much of a real impact. So an increase in output, no, it leaves the output unchanged because there is already full employment that is assumed by the classicals. So this is not right. Next is shift in aggregate demand curve to the left. No, that is to the left. No, that is not right. No change in the price level. Okay, money is neutral in the sense that there will be a change in the price level in the sense that any rise in money supply will change the price level proportionately. But the real variables will remain constant. So we know that a rise in money supply has a proportionate impact, or there will be a proportionate increase in the inflation level or the price level. But as a result, the real variables or real output will remain unchanged. Okay, so there will be no change in the price level, but it will shift the aggregate demand to the right, in the sense that when people have more money in their hands, they will start consuming more. So aggregate demand, the slope will not change. There will be a rightward shift in your aggregate demand. Okay, so this is true about in the classical economics. So these were the 5 questions that were there from the CUET-PG 2025 exam. Hope these were helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Take care.